This week we wanted to talk. We're like, Luke Combs just won awards. His album is the biggest album in country music right now, so we figured, fuck it, let's talk about the rise of Luke Combs, because if you've been listening since the beginning, or if you've gone back and listened since the beginning, we have been talking about Luke Combs since episode 1, when Hurricane was, I think maybe, we started recording probably, it was just hitting radio. Because we started, because we started recording in March of 2016, I think.
No.
Or was it?
Yeah.
Was it
No.
20? Maybe March of 2017. It's been. Is it either 2016 or 2017? I don't remember.
I think it had 17, because if it was in 16, then we would have had. This would be the fourth year of doing it. I think we're only in 3.
Yeah. So 2017. So we started early. Let's see. When did this song hit? When did that song hit number 1?
It hit number 1 in 2016. I can just see.
Did it hit 2016?
I can just see that it says 2016. I can click on it and see what happens.
It reached number 1 May 17th of 2017. So we started 2 months before this hit number 1. So it was rising on the charts.
Speaking of Hurricane, can we talk about how really cool the album art on the Hurricane single was compared to how
great.
dog shit all of his album covers have been since?
I can't believe how fucking bad they are. As a graphic designer, it genuinely offends me that people think that that's a good cover.
Honestly, the thing, and it's not even the hand-drawnness that pisses me off so much. His latest album, which is called something. What's it called?
You see what you get, or whatever.
What you see is what you get.
See is what you get.
The thing that pisses me off the most about that one is the weird shade of gray in the background of it all. It's just what the fuck are we doing right now? It's just, it's the most off-putting album cover I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it looks like his middle school aged brother drew it. Is that what happened?
Well, that's the thing. I remember when the previous one.
What you see is what you get.
See,
this one's for you.
Yes, I was just saying. I feel like they're similarly named, even though they're not, but they are. When that came out, I remember they did have something where he said he did make it. The reason it looked stupid and drawn by an amateur is because because he was the one that did it. And I was like, okay, fine, cool, whatever. And you're doing this whole stained glass thing, so I think it looks really dumb, but you did it and you're standing by it. Cool. That should be the debut, and then that should be the end of that. When you start getting into this where it looks like he's just I'm going to be making my own album art forever, it's all right, someone needs to sit him down and be fucking stop it. You're a big deal now. Fucking stop it.
Yeah, you can pay someone to do this. I mean, even look at the prequel EP cover.
That's the thing. The EPs have good album art. I mean, some of them have kind of stupid shit, but the EPs have good album art, and then all of a sudden he just goes to an album and he's just what if I finger paint it? I'm gonna finger paint, and it's gonna be great. And they're just I see no problem here.
Yeah,
but I mean, to be completely honest, if the album art is the biggest concern, it's okay, that's really not that big a deal. It just makes no sense to me how a guy who is as what we're talking about this whole time is such a meteoric rise in the level that he's sitting at right now in the country world, where he's the biggest name in country. I don't think you could argue that in terms of just hotness right now, that there's anyone else that is more hot than he is. All
right. Put that in perspective. Here's what's happened since 2016 when Hurricane was re-released. We'll get into that in a minute. Hurricane 4 times platinum. When It Rains It Pours 3 times platinum. One Number Away 2 times platinum. She Got the Best of Me platinum. Beautiful Crazy 3 times platinum. Beer Never Broke My Heart platinum. Even Though I'm Leaving, it came out not that long ago, gold already.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 other songs from his albums that aren't singles that have charted. That in 2 albums. That's fucking
it's
insane.
I would say the last time I can remember a band or an artist coming out and having such immediate success where like everything that comes off the album immediately charts well and like, you know, really performs is when Zac Brown first came out.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
And so to compare, I mean, granted, Zac Brown has done what the Joker said, where you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become a douchebag, and he managed to ruin everything. So there are people who could be listening right now who don't remember the glory days of Zac Brown. They're just like, fuck Zac Brown. I don't give a shit about Zac Brown. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. However, when Zac Brown first came out, it was incredible. Everything on that album was great. He released a follow-up album. Everything on that was great. Everything he put to radio was great. It just worked, and it was awesome. And you're just like, fuck you, King George. We're going to have 110 number one songs. They're just on fire. So to see another guy come out and do it again, I mean, to be completely honest, it to me comes down to his voice is so good, and he's just like so relatable that there's so many people that are just like, I dig it. Like, even if he's not your, like, go-to guy, so many people listen to any number of these songs that went number one or charted. They're just like, I like it. Just I like it.
So, to go back quickly...
Accessibility.
Yeah, exactly. But to go back quickly to the Zac Brown thing, as you said, their first, about 10 singles went either number 1 or number 2. Their first, Chicken Fried was first, 6 times platinum, whatever it is, 2 times platinum, Toes 3 times platinum, then platinum, 2 times, 3 times platinum. Like, yeah, that's their meteoric rise, and recently their last, 4, it was Castaway from Jekyll and Hyde, which peaked at 14, Mild Man, which from Welcome Home, 14, Roots, 36, Someone I Used to Know, which isn't even a country song, 29. Like... I'm not saying this is what's going to happen to Luke Combs, but it just goes to show that, yes, Zac Brown had that meteoric rise instantly, too. And,
as long as Luke Combs doesn't decide to keep adding band members but excluding them from his actual recorded work, I think he'll be okay.
Yeah. It's like the, I think you made this joke last time, the Dewey Cox thing, when it's just like, that goat has more airtime than me or whatever.
But that's literally it. It's like, you have this, especially their latest one, the album cover for The Owl, where they're all just standing there. It's like, you've got this picture of the supposed band, but I just listened
on the album more.
I just listened to this fucking song, and I do not hear any of these people.
I don't hear
except
a single
for you.
Fiddle.
Yeah, like what the fuck is going? Like, what are these people doing? Like, what are they doing? What are they doing? They got a good gig. I want that gig. It's like the backup quarterback job, like behind someone who will never get hurt or pulled. It's just like all you do is hang
Blue
out.
Mountain State.
Exactly. Like that's the perfect job. Being one of the like 11 band members in the Zac Brown band, where like I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting to the point where he's like Snoop Dogg and one of those guys is just straight up like a joint roller. He's just the joint roller. That's what he does because it doesn't make any sense. Exactly.
Guy punches me in the face to remind me where I came from.
Remind me where I came from.
Exactly. But anyway, with Luke Combs, so yeah, I hate the hipster thing of like I liked them before they were popular type thing, but this is one guy who Kevin and I were just telling people, like, you need to listen to this guy.
Yes.
And, of course, everyone ignored me because unless the radio tells you, they're not going to pay attention. But, his birthday is the same as, whose birthday is March 2nd in our family?
March 2nd? It's right. That's the day after mine. But
I know it's the day after yours and my mom's, but I thought someone's was
I don't
that
think
day.
anyone's on the 2nd. Kelsey's on February 2nd.
Oh. Well, he's March 2nd, 1990.
He's older than me. That bastard. I knew that, but that bastard.
Yeah. Which means in 1 year I'm going to be just like him.
Here's the perfect example. In 2016, Jay got married. At his wedding, I got to choose 2 songs.
Oh, yeah.
One of them was Hurricane, which, in retrospect, clearly not a wedding-type song, but no one listened to the words anyway, so we're fine.
But you and I fucking jammed to this
We
song.
jammed the fuck out, and no one in that room recognized it at all. This is the June of 2016. Hurricane's about to in the Times Platinum, but in June of 16, we play this song at that wedding, and not a single soul other than us recognizes it at all.
Yeah, and
To
I remember,
think about that is insane.
I still remember because, yeah, that's a song obviously I had been listening to since it came out in 2015 when we saw him at an empty bar.
Yes.
I mean, it was Joe's bar, which is a bigger bar, but it was still empty. But
Yeah.
I remember one night Doug was at a wedding or something, and he had a bunch of drunk friends, so I had to go pick him up because I'm a nice person. And I'm just having my songs on shuffle, as I always do, just my iPad or iPod playing, and fucking Hurricane comes on, and the girl in the back is singing it. I'm like, I literally didn't know anyone knew this song. Like, and I remember when it was first on the radio, I took a picture of it, I sent it to you. I'm like, dude, Hurricane's on the fucking radio. And I'm like, what? That's insane. Like, Luke Combs is actually getting thing. And just to think that he would go from a guy, we thought he'd be, honestly, I thought he'd just be kind of a one and done guy. Like, Hurricane would go number one and be like, yeah, that was great. Now, you're the next band, Perry. Please move out of the way. Like that. I thought, honestly, I thought that kind of thing was going to happen. In no way did I ever think everything he'd be doing would be platinum. Like, everything he touches is platinum right now.
It's such a weird feeling, and I know there's probably people who are listening to this and being like, you guys have fucking said this before, you fucking idiots. And I'm like, yeah, I know I have. But if there has been an artist where you can distinctly remember the times when they weren't big at all, and I'm not talking like, I saw, like when we saw Chris Young open up for Alan Jackson. I'm not talking about a guy performing as an opener in an arena to people who's got radio support behind him already. Like, I'm talking about Luke Combs' EP had like a couple thousand, not a couple 100,000, a couple thousand total streams on all the different songs on his EP that was on Spotify when we found it. And now he's at hundreds of millions. It's just a completely different world. And there is a part of me, and I have to admit this, that always has the stupid hipster in the back of my head where I'm like, well, you guys don't get it. I knew it before. And it's the worst attitude ever because it's just dumb. And I hate to like look at his new stuff too much and be like, well, his old stuff was so much better, because he does have a lot of good newer stuff. His song, Even Though I'm Living,
and his old
great.
Song. And his old songs, he had shitty ones. Like, Share If You Want To, it's a dumb song.
It's
Beer
fun,
Can, it's a dumb song. Yeah.
It's fun, though.
Like, they're fun, and they're country, which is the thing we can't complain about.
And that's the thing, and that's what I'm getting to, is that it's honestly amazing to me, because this is like the first guy that I've really liked before he was huge, because I mean there's artists that I liked that were kind of like, but back when we liked Jason Aldean, he wasn't huge, but he was known enough. Like, he was touring with people as an opener or whatever,
he was an opener,
or a co-headliner of a smaller thing, but not as big as to where he was now. But this is like the first guy that we listened to who we really, really liked. And then throughout the process of quote-unquote selling out, has not really thrown the whole formula away. Granted, he's only got like the 2 albums out, so we have plenty of time for him to Chris Young himself. Mm-hmm. But thus far, it really does seem like people are resonating with his just, his kind of, simple, I don't know, fucking fat redneck wearing a fishing shirt. Like, that deal is resonating with people, and I don't think people want to see him sing the really, really stupid shit that people like, all those random white dudes with the same fucking haircut wearing a V-neck white shirt. Like, I don't think they want to hear him sing that, and that gives me a lot of hope for the future that he's not going to completely abandon his ways. Granted, he has had some songs off of his latest albums that I've thought had way too much production and were not that great, but in the bones of it is still country songs. It might be more pop country than I would like, but it's not like, I mean, when you think about some of the hard sellout moments, I still remember the first time I fucking heard "Burning It Down," and I was like, I don't care if I ever hear a Jason Aldean song as long as I live now. It was so horrendous that I straight up would swear him off in a second. Nothing he's done is anything close to that.
when Chris Young released that fucking
Oh,
Justin Bieber
God.
sounding song, I was just like, all right, he's done. He's given up. He's letting Nashville tell him what to do. That's exactly what's fucking happening. And that's the nice thing about Luke Combs is I mean, not to say that he has to do any of this, but like he hasn't just fucking dropped 60 pounds suddenly where he has a six-pack and he's tan as shit. He still has an ugly-ass neck beard that, well, honestly, he does need to trim that thing. It's fucking disgusting.
That could go. That could go.
And he's so huge that, yeah, he's still wearing a fishing shirt and a camo hat. He's not, I mean, granted, it's a dumb uniform, but
It's
he's
his
still
shtick
doing
now,
that. Yeah, it was a shtick when we were still listening, when he started with him. But he is so huge that he tells people what to do. People don't tell him what to do. There's nothing, you can't tell him what to sing. All of his songs are still written by him.
That's why 90% of them reference beer at some point in the song.
Yeah, because he's a fat bro, but
he likes beer. But you can tell that that's him saying, I want to fuck this beer, and not someone else writing that you should fuck this beer.
Do you want to fuck this burger?
That does remind me of not to go completely off tangent, but one of the only jokes that I really thought was fucking hilarious from Amy Schumer's sketch show was the fucking dickhole beer. You ever see that one? It was literally, it was an advertisement for a beer brand that just had a fucking a cylinder through the center of it. So you could, it's just like, what's the worst part of like trying to go out? It's just like trying to find a girl and like have your beer. Well, now you can just fuck your beer. And it was hilarious.
That's really funny. Let's see.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to actually make a point off of what you were saying. Like you were saying, he is kind of captaining the ship of the mainstream right now. Like he's the hot thing, and so my hope is that since Nashville is just a whole land full of people who copy other people, that this is going to be good for country music in the long run, because I think there are going to be a lot of people that are just like, okay, we've got this fat neckbeard redneck, and he's singing whatever he wants to sing. I'm not putting on your fucking skinny jeans and doing a half-assed R&B rap song. I want to sing about the shit I want to sing about. I am hopeful that is what's occurring.
Yeah. I was just looking at the article, and it was talking about how his last album was #1 for 50 straight weeks,
that is so long.
Or not 50 straight. I think it's 50 total weeks.
That's still a lot. That's almost a year.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's insane. This first album, it had 172,000 albums sold in the first week.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's insane. Just the whole thing we want to do this episode is we listen to The Way She Rides and the Can I Get an Outlaw. I remember, like we've said before on this podcast, sorry to anyone who's listened before, we were listening to him when only She Got the Best of Me was out, and not the shitty fucking redo.
No,
of
that is
OG one on Can I Get an Outlaw.
Yeah,
and
that is a thing that I
Hurricane
do still forever have a bone to pick with him, is that he fucking re-recorded She Got the Best of Me to make it more upbeat sounding and fucking produced, and I do not like that.
Yeah, the original version of it was perfect as is. And I'm looking at this, which is crazy that this one's for you. It only, despite selling just like crazy, it only peaked at 24 in country.
Interesting.
It's just sold so much. How does that make sense? That does not make sense.
The peaks shit.
Oh wait,
now
I'm looking at
takes the streams and shit into play, because like Jinx, his 2 albums have been like the top selling country albums like in the weeks immediately after he released them, but they're not charting at all because he doesn't have millions and millions of fucking streams and shit that are fake and shit.
No, I'm retarded. It went #1. It was it was the EP. Remember, it was the same name.
Oh, yep.
The EP peaked at 24,
which is he's done twice now, where he's had an EP and then he just releases like a second EP and then calls it an album with them two stuck together.
Yeah, and I can't wait for when fucking What You See Is What You Get 2 comes out, like he did with fucking This One's For You.
Yeah.
Where he did This One's For You 2, added like 3 songs to it. I mean, hey, you're reselling the same shit to people.
Make the money. Make the money off the idiots.
Yeah. This guy's been owning country music for 3 years now. I mean, he's been owning it for 2. He's had number 1 since for 3, but the fact that he only has 2 albums... He had an arena tour with 1 album out.
Yeah, that's honestly the other thing that I think is amazing is before the full-length album of This One's For You came out, all he had were those few EPs. And then all of a sudden he started selling these tour dates out. And I remember thinking, like, obviously we haven't gone to see him in these arenas, so we don't know what the show's like. But I remember thinking, I don't know what he's going to play.
I think actually before his album came out, he was playing arenas, but he was opening for Brantley Gilbert. Remember?
Oh, fucking Brantley Gilbert's been shit
It was
on my
when
face.
his... Yeah, granted, going back to
dude,
listening to the songs we liked,
but like I knew
outside, all
it
that,
was,
but...
I knew it was bad, but I liked it bad. You know, it's just, yeah. But now it's just more.
And it was like, oh god. Oh yeah, and then I forgot about that. We did talk about it. In June of this year, he was invited to be the newest member of the Grand Ole Opry. 3 years after his new fucking after his first album.
And then I wonder if they have it on this Wikipedia that I'm looking at. But isn't it a stat or a fucking tidbit that he didn't even start playing the guitar until like 21?
Yeah, he started playing in college and dropped out of college to pursue his music career.
So the fact that this guy, and like if you're listening to this podcast and you haven't listened to Luke Combs, what are you doing? But also, if you've listened to this guy, you've heard how powerful and raw and just, I mean, powerful is the best way to describe his voice, is just incredible. To have that, and then just to be like, at 21, like, I'm just going to pick up the guitar, see what happens, and now he's fucking 29, so like, not that many years have passed, and fucking, his whole deal is completely, it's crazy.
I've been playing guitar longer than him.
Yeah.
I've been playing for 10 years. I mean, but the thing is honestly, his guitar skills are only as good as mine.
That's true. It's not like he's out there ripping it up with the guitar, but like, you think, I mean, you know, as a person who writes music, like, to write music and to write good music, you've got to like have that music ability. You know, singing's one thing, but you have to have that understanding of how songs work, and then having a guitar to play while you write a song is a much better way to structure things so that it actually sounds good. I don't know how, like, you know, granted, he could have been writing songs all throughout his youth when he was clearly a good singer, but he probably wasn't really starting to write songs until he was in college when he picked up the guitar.
Yeah, that's the thing, because I'm looking at this. It's he has been singing since he was a kid.
Yeah,
it's
well,
just
obviously.
He didn't start playing guitar.
No, he was probably the choir, you know, church choir, maybe high school choir, all that sort of shit. So like, obviously he's a singer, and that's like, he didn't just at 21 decided I'm going to sing now and just
yeah. Like I'm a decent singer. I'm not great, but like if I were to be in a band, the fact that I only play rhythm guitar would be covered up by people playing music, and I would be a good enough singer to hold my own. It's just that his voice is so amazing that when he can only strum chords and he's singing acoustically, that voice carries. It's not it's not the guitar that's needed for it.
And I think, you know, I don't know why they keep deciding to overproduce his later works, other than the fact that they want it to sound similar to other mainstream country, so people
to make it radio friendly,
so the people that listen to the radio can listen to it. But I don't know. I mean, like, he's so good stripped down that I don't understand why they don't just fucking just let him belt it out. Is his album the one that had a really fucking, like, a really stripped down song? And then, like, the rest of it comes in, or what fucking album came out recently that had that? I'm losing my mind. There's some album
Wait, for
that
what?
just came out recently where like the start of it is like doesn't even sound professional recording quality. It just sounds like a dude on his porch singing, and then the production comes in about halfway through, and it was super cool. I can't remember if it was a song on his album or if it was a song on someone else's.
I'm not entirely sure.
This is gonna fucking piss me off. I can't figure this out.
So I just looked at "Even Though I'm Leaving," which, as we said when
Love
that
it.
prequel came, that song is it's as good as "She Got the Best of Me" in Hurricane. Like it is that good of a fucking song. But I'm looking at it. It came out as a single in September, and it's already number one. So
That's
actually it went number one in October. So it's just been
oh yeah, no, it was Luke Combs. I want to say it was the song "Dear Today."
possibly. I don't really. I honestly I only listened to the new album like twice. I didn't really listen to it too many times, so I don't know it that well yet.
Yeah, I can pretty much guarantee it's that song "Dear Today," and it was like when I was listening through it, I was just kind of like, yeah, no, this is fine, it's fine. You know, these songs, I get a few of these songs are good, or you know, I've already heard them, whatever. And then that happened, and I'm just like, yes, this is the kind of nugget on an album on the B side that it's the kind of shit that keeps you coming back. Where I know he's too famous now for him to release an album that, by my standards and wants and whatever, am gonna love song one through the end. It's just not gonna happen. There's gonna be some songs in there that I'm just meh on, and there might be some that I don't like. But that kind of shit, it's like the it's like fucking who was other artists like Paisley, where he could release some shit that really pisses me off, but then he's got something on there that's like, oh shit, that's really good. Keeps you coming back. And as long as he keeps doing that, I'm going to be really, really excited to see him continue his career, because what he's done thus far, obviously meteoric rise, but what he's done thus far includes some really, really good stuff.
Yeah. I'm looking at just, all of his shit on here. And how 8 years into singing quote unquote professionally, and he's won CMA male vocalist. Like, how?
Yeah.
Just it's not fair.
Yeah, nominated for Grammy
He was?
for best new artist, Grammy.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't win it, but nominated for it, and it was apparently this year. That's pretty cool.
Let's see.
CMT Awards, who gives a shit? Billboard Awards, who gives a shit? But I mean,
whoever the fuck
that's crazy.
Dua Lipa won.
Yeah, Dua Lipa. I've actually heard that name, so I know that she is famous.
Dua Lipa. There's a person.
You're gonna, I'm a Dua Lipa.
There was a person last.
Mia Lipa.
There was a person last year nominated whose name is Lil Uzi Vert.
No, most people have heard of him.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, no, most people who are not you have actually heard of him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know people. Margot.
I couldn't tell you what his song is. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna fucking figure it out.
Lil Uzi Vert. Fucking stupid name.
Because he's either part of something. What is he a part of? Is he a part of something?
Emo rap is what his genre is on Wikipedia.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh, it's god awful. Don't get me wrong. I'm not advocating people listen to him. It's just that he's been heard
his
of.
his associated acts are DJ Drama, Don Cannon, Gucci Mane, Playboy Carti, and Young Thug.
Oh, he was on one of the Migos songs. That's why.
Yeah, he looks like a upstanding citizen. Anyway.
Yeah, no, definitely looks like he enunciates all of the words in all of his songs.
All right, quickly before we move on.
So, all right, random. Looking at this list of nominees for the Best New Artist, they just decided to nominate like 1,000 people this year, and then they used to only nominate 5.
Yeah, I don't understand how fucking award shows work anymore. Oh shit!
Yeah, it's
I forgot
weird.
to look up a number one song for this week.
Oh my god!
I'm just trying to think of
Oh, Zach Brown Band won Best New Artist back in 2010.
Hey.
This is really terrible radio. Sorry, everyone listening.
Yeah.
I'm just scrolling through this and just like, oh, look at these people.
But yeah, to kind of wrap up the whole Luke Combs thing, I just saw an article today about Luke Combs, and it just really got me thinking. I was just like, holy fuck, the amount of success this man has already is unfucking believable. And it's not that he doesn't deserve it or anything, obviously. Like, the dude is a goddamn monster, but he with an amazing fucking voice, like Stapleton level quality voice. And it's just crazy to think that, one, a man with this much talent is, doing as well as he is, but two, the fact that he's not famous because, oh my god, he's so hot. I mean, obviously his hot wife thinks that he's hot and whatever, but...
I mean, have you seen that beard that stops below his chin and then has, like, almost a mustache?
Yeah, but it's just not, like, the fact that this is I mean, obviously, I hate when people are like, oh, it's inclusive, and all, but the fact that he's a very everyman-looking guy who can do what he's done.
He's the first one that's come through country in a long time that legitimately looks authentically like a country person. Mm-hmm. Not some dude that grew up in the fucking suburbs or in California and has always been, prim and proper, and then they just put a cowboy hat on him and said, hey, sing these words. Like, this is the first guy that's become really, really, and especially in the social media era, he's the first one that's really skyrocketed and been super authentic. And granted, you could, to everything I've just said, you could also be like, well, what about Stapleton? And that is also a fair argument, except for the fact that Stapleton is so supremely talented, and then when he performed at the whatever show with Justin Timberlake, it was impossible for anyone with ears not to recognize what the fuck that was. Luke Combs came out of nowhere. Just fucking came out of nowhere.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just insane what this person has done in especially such a short time.
Yeah, and also to this episode kind of serves to, I don't know. We did a Luke Combs episode, didn't we? After This One's For You came out.
Yeah, it was like right after the album came out.
So it's been a while since we've talked about him, and obviously his status in the world has changed significantly since then. So it's just kind of a nice way to be like, yes, people, we are aware.
Yeah,
he is. He's doing shit. Yeah, and it's crazy.
I've had people who are just like who have asked me like, hey, have you heard of Luke Combs? I'm like, yeah, he's like the biggest name in music right now. Like, of course.
Although we are in danger of being our dad saw Alabama at the King County Fair. The more times we say, yeah, well, we saw Luke Combs at Joe's Bar to King County Fair.
Yeah, well, I saw Sturgill Simpson for $5 at Rubco in college.
I will kill you because I could have gone.